Right, okay, now we actually have Babar Ahmad online as well, so we can have a word with her now, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. We have her online. Sister Amina will join us in a second, I think. Sister Amina, are you there? Okay. Okay, she's here now. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much for joining us, Sister Amina. If you can just introduce yourself to the viewers.
Yeah, I'm the sister of Babar Ahmad. He has two sisters, so I'm one of them. My name's Ahmad.
Okay. And if you could just let the viewers know, sister, about the the situation from obviously from the family. You were more personally involved in that situation, and let us know what happened at that time and actually how it affected Baba, in terms of this whole turmoil that's happened.
Yeah. Well, as many of your viewers are probably well aware, the story began in December 2003 when my brother Barbara was asleep in bed, and his house was broken into by anti-terror police at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was beaten up from head to toe. He was covered in bruises, and they made fun of his religion as well. And then he was taken to the police station. In the van, he was further abused. And then he was kept at the police station for 6 days whilst they searched his house, searched his property, questioned him, and they found nothing to charge him on. So he was released without charge 6 days later. Unfortunately, what happened about 8 months later, in August 2004, he was basically arrested again on the way back from work outside South Kensington Station. He used to work at Imperial College, so he was just walking past the Science Museum, and a van pulled up and he was arrested on the bustling street. And they told him that he was wanted by the United States and it was an extradition warrant. So since that day he never came back from work, and it's been 7 years. And he's been held without trial, and he's wanted in America. We've been through all the courts and all the different due processes in this country. At the moment, the matter is with the European Court of Human Rights, but we're waiting to see what happens with that.
Okay. So, and tell me how the family, has, dealt with this whole situation, sister.
Well, obviously, it's been a very, very difficult 7 years. Barbara is a very precious member of the family. He's also a very loved son, brother, cousin, uncle. He has a very, very loving personality. He's very popular amongst his family and friends, and we miss him very much.
Tell me about the petition. I mean, how have you found the response so far?
Well, I'm sure as you've discussed, the point that we're actually just trying to make is that if the crimes are said to have occurred in the UK, then it's only proper that he should face trial in the UK. So this is what the petition is calling for. We want to try and get over 100,000 signatures before the 10th of November to show so that we can present that to the British government, and they will debate this case in Parliament, that this is someone who's been held. Britain's longest held prisoner without charge is Babar Ahmad. So we think the response has been fair, alhamdulillah, but it could be better, and we're hoping that inshallah people watching and listening and will be inspired to encourage not just their own families and friends, but even grandmothers and children and people without email addresses, to help them set email addresses up and to get those signatures going.
MashaAllah, that's a really good message there. I don't know if Babar Ahmad or Victoria might want to have any questions for Amina, because again it's about just reassuring the viewers at home that it's fine, it's okay to do it, there's no one going to come knocking on your door or anything like this, but it's about getting those signatures, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, all I would say was I have had the privilege of meeting Amna and also of meeting her father. And if your viewers were able to meet them, they would feel so completely reassured, and they would definitely feel they really wanted to help these people get justice. And that's the issue, that when you used humiliating, I'm going to keep coming back to that, it is humiliating that in Britain we are not standing up against this injustice with the strength that we should be. And I'm sure if more people know about it, and if people talk to each other about the case, then you know, it will become like a rolling stone, and we'll get those signatures, and then you will have the debate in Parliament, and then you'd have a trial in Britain.
Excellent. Sister Amina?
Yes.
Just finally, you know, we are going to come to a break soon. I know you just gave a message, but I mean, I don't know, maybe to the sisters. I mean, you know, the sisters, mashallah, when it comes to charitable acts, fundraising, the sisters are the most active when it comes to that. So maybe you can give a personal message to the sisters, maybe to create some sort of viral campaign to, you know, ensure that we start to get these signatures. So, you know, I'd like you to have a quick word, inshallah.
Inshallah, I mean, mashallah, sisters, they network a lot. I mean, a lot of them are active on Facebook, Twitter. They're part of mailing lists, homeschooling groups, or various other parent-teacher associations. I mean, the Muslim women out there are very, very active, very proactive. And my message would really be that we only have about 4 weeks to do this. And any way that you think you can help to collect signatures. I know they had an event last weekend, and people were pledging 100 signatures each. So they basically, like you pledge money, they were saying we're going to take it upon ourselves to each get 100 signatures each. So find 100 sisters, get their signatures onto the system, and let's get the ball rolling.
Excellent. Sister Amina, Jazakallah khair for that, inshallah. I pray that you will have success with this, and that, you know, you'll have you know, your brother back home with you all, inshallah. And, you know, just please keep it up, stay strong, and, you know, inshallah, our viewers are going to help as well about raising awareness and things like this. Jazakallah khair, sister. So, brothers and sisters, this is what it is now. We, you know, as we said, we're discussing the case of Babar Ahmad. 2003, he was arrested. He's actually been inside since 2003, isn't he? Over 7 years. He's been compensated for the 73 injuries that, you know, he experienced, he endured that. So, you know, it's not hearsay, it's nothing like this, you know. So we have to understand, brothers and sisters, that, you know, whatever you can do, raise awareness, do what you can, inshallah. So, Brother Ahmad, again, come back to you as cage prisoners. I mean, tell me a little bit more about your role, actually, so I can understand. Although we're going to come to a break any time now.
Basically, I'm a case worker. What it means is that each time there's a case that is related to terrorism within the context of the war on terror, I'm in charge of investigating the case, see if there was a miscarriage of justice or anything like that. And since 2001 and the beginning of the war on terror, basically, I would say that every single case of terrorism in the UK, in Europe, or even in America carries such a miscarriage of justice or similar things.
Okay, I'm going to get you to continue with that after the break, because we need to know a little bit more about that, what Cage Prisoners does, and we really need to get these signatures as well. So, brothers and sisters, please make sure that you stay tuned. Come back after the break, and during the break, if you haven't done that petition already, if you haven't signed it, get on that computer and do it, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Life is one big road. Life is one big road.